Well, I started with Churchill in 1960 because we'd taken over the obit from Rediffusion, who'd started it, and then we took it over. And Ron North, who was the editor, who came in from outside, Jeffrey worked on the picture, and the whole thing was recut. And it took 5 years to complete. I started in 1960, and I prayed every night. Every time Churchill coughed, I coughed and nearly wet myself. We had 8 reels, and for the first 2 years, I never got past reel 4, which is the first half of the program because they kept altering it. And so we finally finished it on the day he went into hospital. We ran the film, and everybody was delighted with it, except Sir Alistair Burnett, who pointed out the fact that there was a mistake in the script, in as much that when Churchill was called back to the Admiralty, he was called back as First Sea Lord and not First Lord of the Admiralty, as said in the script. Jeffrey said, "Oh, well, we'll let that go." But when Churchill died on the following Sunday, I got a call early in the morning from my head of film, Paul Capon, saying that Jeffrey wanted the line changed. So this meant going in. We had to get Brian Connell, who was the commentator, who was working on the funeral, to re-record the line. We then had to redub the reel. We then had to make up the program, and then we had to record it onto videotape, the new 2-inch videotape, which had no means of editing at that time, so it meant a straight run. So we had the program in 2 parts, and the machines were run by Selson Interlock, which was temperamental and could do all sorts of things, as we found out to a cost on a program earlier when the whole thing went backwards on air. So we had our fingers crossed that the changeover would work, and the gods were with us, and Alan Nash, who was the chief projectionist at that time, did a perfect changeover, and we went straight on to tape, and the program was transmitted at 9 o'clock that night. And I got £25 bonus